Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. So for those of you who have been following me for quite some time, you know that we are fast approaching what we call period 9 in Chinese metaphysics. Now, period 9 is a completely new energetic era, and it officially starts in February 2024. However, we have been transitioning towards period 9 since the year 2017. And so this year, and of course also next year, we are essentially already in period 9. The period 8 energies have pretty much expired, and all of my personal consultations, be that Bazi astrology, Qimendunjia, Feng Shui, are already based on period 9 energies, because these are the prevalent energies that we are experiencing now. Now, period 9 has to do with the fire element, and fire is very much to do with spirituality, transcending your ego, kind of finding your path, finding your life purpose. And therefore, the goal of this year pretty much is that we are getting more and more in tune with period 9, especially for those of us who are spiritually inclined. You want to make sure that you are actually in harmony and in sync with the new energies that are coming in. And so with that being said, today I would like to give you a date and time at which you can activate spiritual energies, the incoming spiritual energies of period 9, to help you along on that spiritual path. So activating spiritual ascension for period 9, so to speak, kind of helps you smoothen the path, especially if you are at a time in your life, especially this year, where you don't feel quite so secure into what your life purpose is and what kind of breakthroughs you need to achieve. So this particular activation will actually help you, or can help you, get back on track, feeling more in sync with the energies that are around you, and then obviously also making breakthroughs. Now, the date and time that you need to mark your calendar for is June 17th. And there's a very, very precise timing for that. It's 11:39 a.m. Now, there's no need to convert this into any other time zone. Local time, 17th of June at 11:39 a.m. Now, this is a water activation. And for this water activation, it's a very, very quick one, because it's a very targeted sort of activation. You need to leave the water activation in place for a minimum of 2 hours, maximum until midnight on that same day. So if you activate it at 11:39, then earliest you can remove it at 1:39 p.m. or then just until midnight on that day. Or if you go to bed earlier than midnight, just remove it just before you go to bed. Do not leave the water activation past midnight on 17th of June. So minimum of 2 hours, maximum until midnight on June 17th. All right. Now, the way you actually properly do a water activation is that on that particular date and time, and I will tell you the location, don't worry. What you need to do is actually take the empty water bucket and put it in the selected area that I'm going to give you in the next few minutes. Put the empty water bucket there, and then fill it up with water. So you may have to walk back and forth a few times with a smaller water receptacle until it's completely filled up. Yeah. So you may want to start at like 11:20 or something like that. Yeah. And then only at 11:39, you really truly activate the water. Now, let me show you where you have to put this water. So this would be South 1 for the Chinese metaphysics practitioners here. For those who are not familiar with Chinese metaphysics, just stand in the center of your floor plan. Do this at home, yeah, because it has to do with spirituality. So it's not necessarily something you want to do at the office. So stand in the center of your home and just use the compass that you have on your mobile phone. That's absolutely sufficient. And check where you have the 165-degree range. Plus minus 5 degrees. So between 160 and 170, however, we do prefer the middle points, 165 degrees. And you will get a pie slice as what you can see here on this slide. Now, when we place the water, do not place it close to the center. So I would say don't place it anywhere here. Yeah, the further out, the better. Yeah, in the wider part of the pie slice. Just anywhere in the south one, but furthest away from the center as possible. Because in the center, we have some volatile energies this year. You don't want to trigger them, even if it's just a short trigger. So location is south one, and the degree range is 165 degrees. Now, the type of water feature you need to put there is a fairly aggressive water feature. So you take a big water bucket, as big as possible. I'm not going to tell you 5 liter, 10 liter, 30 liter, 40 liter. Get the biggest bucket you can get. A water cup is not enough. A small water bowl aquarium is not enough. And for sure, not a table fountain. Table fountains are not effective in terms of Feng Shui. So get a water bucket, and obviously you need to somehow make the water bubble or make it look like a fountain, sort of. So what you can do is just go to an aquarium store and get a water pump. And it doesn't have to necessarily look like this. Yeah, it could be a little bit less aggressive, but make sure that you get a water pump or an air pump and insert it into the water bucket so that the water is moving. And if it's a little bit bubbling at the surface, that would be great. Yeah, the more active the water is, the more aggressive, so to speak, the better for this particular water activation. So as I said again, I would say about 11:20, 11:25, put the empty water bucket into the south one sector, and then just start filling it up with a smaller bucket or some smaller container until it's full. And then at 11:39, you turn on the water pump. So the water starts moving at precisely 11:39. And then you just leave it there for minimum 2 hours, maximum till the end of the day. And yes, I know the water bucket is not the most aesthetic or most beautiful water container, but again, it's just for a minimum of 2 hours, then you could potentially remove it. Yeah. So do this, it will help you get in sync with the spiritual energies that are coming in with period 9. And after you have done this particular activation, within, I would say, 24 to 48 hours, do something that helps you with a personal breakthrough, be that mentally, emotionally, spiritual breakthrough that you want to achieve this year. Yeah, so maybe you do a complete cleansing with whichever technique you like. Yeah, you can go to a shaman, or you can do a Reiki cleansing or a salt water bath, or maybe just a detox. Yeah, start a detox. That's also possible. Anything to do with cleansing, and then actually do something that helps you get more in line with your life purpose, or get more in line with what you want to achieve this year. And this should happen within 24 to 48 hours after you have done this activation. If you're only doing the activation and then absolutely nothing else, then you've pretty much wasted the energies that you're actually attracting with this activation. And that would be a real shame, because this particular exercise is very, very powerful and will help you on your spiritual path. All right. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, please contact me. My contact details are in the notes to the video. And of course, I would love it if you just click that like button, if you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification, share this video with anybody who may be interested. See you soon.